All right, greeting to you all my viewers all over the world. I remember myself again, Otemu teaching on YouTube. I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Otemu Math Success. Let's talk about this binary equation that if 126 in base n is equal to 86 in base 10, find the positive value of n. Is a why question. Solution. Yes, sir. If 1, 2, 6 in base n is equals to 86 in base 10. 86 is already in base 10. So I want to express 126 in base n to base 10. So I will expound here, meaning that I will use n to multiply each of these 10. So here will be 1 times n plus 2 times n plus 6 times n. So the law of number base, the last number is raised to power 0. Here is now 1. Here is 2. Is equals to 86 in base 10. Now, here means 1 times n squared, which is the same thing as here is 2 times n plus 6 times 1 is equals to 86. Why do I get this one? Law of entity says that anything raised to power 0 is 1. So here will give us 1 times n squared give us n squared. 2 times n give us 2n. 6 times 1 give us 6 is equals to 86. Okay, I want to collect this 86 to this side to make it a quadratic equation. N squared plus 2n plus 6. When this 86 come here, become minus 86 is equals to 0. Okay, now here is n squared plus 2n. What is now 6 minus 86 is minus 80 is equals to 0. So I will use the last term, which is minus 80, to multiply the first term. It gives us minus 80n squared. Then the two products that you multiply, that will give us minus 80. When you add or subtract it, it gives you 2n is 10n and 8n. Because positive number comes first, the bigger number will be positive, the smaller one will be negative. So what is now 10n minus 8n is equals to plus 2n. So I was already getting this. So why the multiplication give you this? Alright. So in place of 2n, I will put plus 10n minus 8n. So now take it from here. So here will be n squared plus 10n minus 8n minus 80 is equal to 0. So we can now factorize the expression. We can factorize the expression. What is common between this and this is n. So I will bring the n out. When you use this n to divide n squared, you are left with n plus, when you use this n to divide 10n, you are left with 10 here. What is common in this side is minus 8. Minus 8. Okay? We use minus 8 to divide minus 8n, it gives us n. We use minus 8 to divide minus 80, it gives us plus 10 is equals to what? 0. So the two brackets must be the same. The two brackets must be the same. So what do? We pick outside the bracket. What is outside the first bracket is n. Here is minus 8. Then n plus 10 is equals to what? 0. Is equals to 0. So I will equate each of the bracket to 0. N minus 8 is equal to 0, or n plus 10 is equal to 0. So when this minus 8 crosses equal to, change to plus. So n is equals to 8, or when this plus 10 crosses, it change to minus 10. N is equals to minus 10. Okay, let's obey the question, which says we should find the positive value of n. So the positive value of n, the positive value of n is equals to 8. Is equals to 8. Okay, let's now check back. Let's check back. We said 1, 2, 6, according to the question, base n is equals to 86 in base 10. And we say the value of the positive value of n is 8. So I should substitute this 8 into this place and expand here. Will it give us this? If we expand and it gives us this, that is the correct answer. So now write 1, 2, 6 in base 8. Simply mean that I will use 8 to multiply them. 1 times 8 plus 2 times 8 plus 6 times 8. So here is 0, 1, and 2. And that we did before, and I said here is 1 times 8 raised to power 2 plus 2 times 8 plus 6 times 1, because anything raised to power 0 is 1. So here is 8 raised to power 2 is 64 times 1 is 64. 2 times 8 is 16. Then 6 times 1 is 6. When you add this plus this, give us 80. 80 plus 6 is 86. So therefore, the value here is equal to what? The 86 to base 10. This is our final answer. So I encourage you again to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Otemu. Mass success. God bless you. Real good.